What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got the R&M Pro 2 Light Oval Fix Series here for their season finale. It looks like Taylor basically has the championship. I don't think there's any way for anybody to beat him. I don't know, he's 58 points up in the lead here for the championship weekend in that number 89. Last race of the season here at Bristol Dirt as we get ready to go racing here. Practice is up. We got to make sure we thank R&M Automotive and Deadman Motorsports here for sponsoring the series all season long, guys. Make sure you guys go check them out. Give them a like and a share as they are part of what helps make all this happen for this series. So we are getting ready for heat race number 1. We have 2 heat races, I believe, here tonight. First heat race. Hoping for no cautions. This is Bristol. Bristol Dirt is the worst for cautions on dirt. But let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting grid for race number 1. Heat race number 1 here. Where are they at? None of them are gridded up yet. All right. Heat race number 1. We got Franklin on the pole. Nathan in second. Cody in third. Anthony in fourth. Jeff in fifth. Gary in 6th, and Clint in 7th. So 8 laps here tonight. I don't know if my iRacing is goofing or what. iRacing froze, guys. I got to jump out of this session and go back in. It does that sometimes. Any of you guys who've had iRacing get how that happens? Hold on 1 second, guys. I am pulling this back up. A while it'll go from session to session and do that usually from qualifying to grid, not from practice to grid, but we're pulling it back up now. As we get into the first race here tonight. Sorry about this, guys. Give me 1 second. We are pulling it back up. I know you got a black screen. I don't know why it did this to us, but it did. Every once in a while, iRacing gets stuck. Hold on 1 second. Just waiting for this to pull up. We are most of the way in this one. There we are. We are in the middle, or not in the middle. We have started heat race number 1. As we come around half a lap into this one, down the back straightaway, heading into turn number 3 and 4. We got Franklin to the inside, Matoxin to the outside, out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 1. Franklin gets the lead as we head down through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of contact between Cody and Matoxin. They keep it going straight. Here comes Anthony up on the high side as we head down into turn number 3 and 4, down the front straightaway. Lap number 2 is in the books as Clint gets a little contact further out. Sounds like Jeff got into him as we got a battle for the lead as Matoxin trying to look up underneath Franklin. Down into the turn. Franklin digging down low. He's going to slide up. Matoxin's going to stay low. Anthony shoots up high. Side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Heading down into turn number 1 and 2, side by side. Matoxin trying to get the edge, but here comes Franklin fighting back on the outside. Matoxin clear to the high side. Give Matoxin the lead. Here comes Franklin back to the inside. The battle for the lead as Cody slides up into Jeff just a little bit. Jeff up the track, able to avoid the contact as we head into 1 and 2. 5 laps completed left in this one, and we got 3 laps to go. Matoxin out front, Franklin second, Anthony in third. Battle for the 4th position. Cody down low as Jeff rolls the high side through turns number 3 and 4. Here comes Clint in that number 2. Here comes Franklin looking back on the lead, up underneath. He goes all the way to the flat. That doesn't work. Here comes Anthony to the outside. Anthony takes the 2nd spot as Franklin went too low. Cody gets that 4th position. Franklin's going to have to deal with the number 4K of Cody as Cody all over his back bumper with 1 lap to go. Will Anthony make a move on Nathan through turns number 1 and 2? Cody looking up underneath Franklin. Oh, Clint slides in there, gets on the back of Franklin. Here comes Anthony. Anthony trying to get underneath Nathan. Nathan and Anthony make contact. They're bumping and banging out of turn number 4. Door to door. It's going to be Nathan taking heat race number 1. Anthony second. Cody third. Franklin fourth. Jeff fifth.
Good race, everybody. That was
Clint
awesome.
in sixth. Wow, what a race. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid for heat race number 2. We got Nick in the first position, Connor in second, Austin in that, Taylor in third, Austin in fourth, JJ in fifth, Austin Marlett in sixth, Chris Counter in seventh. Chris coming off a great run at Crandon just on Wednesday. Can he put one together here again tonight? We're going to find out if he can here in the Oval Series.
You getting in, Connor?
Waiting on Connor Berry to grid it up as they're running out of time. He's got about 10 seconds to get in there, guys. If he doesn't get in there, he's going to miss this one. Looks like Connor's not going to grid up in time. Oh, he just shows up. Man, he had like 2 seconds left when he clicked in. Wow. Wonder if he's going to make it that close to the race as Nick starts on the inside. Connor Berry on the outside as we get ready for heat race number 2. I don't know. Are they going to be able to compete with the first one here tonight, guys? I guess we're about to find out. All right, so Nick in that 145. He's going to try and have a good night here tonight. He's had some struggles here lately. Let's see if he can get himself a victory here in heat race number 1, starting on the pole, getting that luck of the draw, as he's got Taylor all over the back of him already, and they haven't even started. Green flag is out as they come across the line, heading down towards turn number 1. Nick on the bottom side. Connor's going to roll that top. Might be a disadvantage at this point to be down low as they come out of turn 2, drag racing down into 3 and 4. Nick's going to send it down to the bottom side, try and find a little bit of a little bit of tack down at the bottom as it's getting slick. As they come out of turn number 4, it looks like Connor Berry. Oh, here comes Nick fighting back on the inside. And don't look now, here comes Austin in the 218. Taylor all over the back of Nick, almost pushing him down the back straightaway. Nick gaining a little bit of ground that time by on the bottom side as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Connor's going to get some momentum off the high side. Here comes Taylor coming to make it 3 wide. 3 wide down into turn number 1. Taylor down on the bottom side, gets a little bit of Nick, still side by side with the lead between Connor and Nick. Taylor almost up into the rest of the field behind him. Down through turn, I don't even know what turn we're on anymore. I think 3 and 4. Sorry, 1 and 2. No, that was 3 and 4. All right, side by side, heading down into turn number 1. Nick down on the bottom side. Connor up high. Nick's going to get a big bump from Taylor that time. He gets in the back of Connor. Down through turn number 3 and 4. Nick trying to find something to gain an advantage as they're still side by side as we come to the halfway point. Side by side for the lead. Connor can't just seem to close the deal up on the high side as he tries to pinch Nick down that time by. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. We got a drag race heading down into turn number 3. Nick sends it in hard. He might get a little bit of advantage this time coming out of turn number 4. Side by side for the lead as Connor gains a little bit of momentum back as they head through 1 and 2. 1 and 2, much tighter than 3 and 4. Advantage definitely goes to the high side as it looks like Nick's been able to make that low side work in 3 and 4. Here comes Vandenbush looking down low again. We're 3 wide. They make contact for second as Nick's going to lose that momentum. Oh, Nick tried to shut the door on JJ. as Nick had to let Connor go. They got contact further back as they're 3 wide in the pack. Ooh, contact as Chris slides up into JJ. Give Vandenbush that 3rd position back. He's going to try and close back in on Nick. We got 1 lap to go. Nick was fighting hard, and then him and Taylor made contact. That's going to cost them that opportunity for the win as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4 for the last time. Connor Berry out front, checkered flag in the air. Connor's going to take the win in heat race number 2. Nick in 2nd, Vandenbush in 3rd, Connor in 4th, JJ 5th, Austin 6th and 7th. All right, so we are jumping into the warm-up here tonight. What a heat race there for heat race number 2, and 1 was good too. We're looking to have a good feature here tonight. Definitely looking to have a good feature. We got 25 laps here at Bristol tonight. Pretty short race if we don't get any cautions. This is a full half-mile track, so longer than some of the other tracks. And I'll tell you what, these things race much better than I thought they would at this big track. But guys, I'm going to leave you with some action. Give me 1 second as always, and I will be right back. Hey, what's up, Lance? All right, we are getting ready to go green flag racing here in about 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes. As these guys are working on this warm-up. So far, quickest time on the track is Anthony, his brother Austin in 2nd, JJ 3rd, Gary 4th, and Vandenbush in 5th. Let's not forget Clint McFadden's. He's had some good runs. Expect to see him trying to run up towards the front in this one. He could potentially steal a victory here today. Connor Berry was looking good as these guys are getting tight. Speaking of Clint, there's Clint in the number 2. As it come down the back straightaway, Anthony trying to plow his way through there. As at least that's how it looked at the last little bit there. Practice going on. As we jump back over here to Vandenbush and Metoxin. I got it highlighted on crashes, and apparently it thought that Metoxin was going to crash. I don't know why it would think that. Now it jumps back to JJ. I think Chris was blinking down there maybe at the bottom. We've had a blinker down at the bottom for a second there. Track is looking racy tonight, guys. Definitely looking like a racy one. As these guys are racy even here in practices. We got 30 seconds left in this one. 30 seconds left in the warm-up, and then we are going to tonight's feature, 25 laps here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're going to see some three-wide racing here tonight. I can see that already. And everybody wanting to take a victory home before the end of the season, carry that momentum into next season. Who's it going to be here tonight? Which one is it going to be? If you guys... Austin down at the bottom. If you guys are looking, just so you know, it is Anthony in the 217, Austin in the 218. If you see the same last name, even though I put the first initial up, it looked the same. All right, we are going to the feature here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull up tonight's starting grid. That's not where I want to be. So we got Metoxin starting on the pole, Connor Berry in second, Anthony starting in third, Nick in fourth, Cody in that fifth position, Vandenbush in sixth, Franklin in seventh, Chris Counter in eighth, Geoff in ninth, JJ in 10th, Clint McFadden in 11th. We got Austin in that, what's up, Uncle Kenny? Austin in that 12th position. And then we have Gary and Marlette rounding out the field here in tonight's race. All right, who do you think's going to win this one? As we, like I said, we got 25 laps here at Bristol Dirt. Uncle Kenny. Uncle Kenny, thank you. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Anthony, for the EOL.
Chris gets the EOL because of his connection issue as he moves to the back. Oh man, these guys are racking up the X's already. Making contact here.
Let's pack it in together, guys.
As we got one more lap of pacing, and we are going green flag next time by. As we sit up in the stands watching these guys drive by. I can't wait till next month. Next month, the kids and I are going back to Bristol Dirt. Should be exciting there. Maybe I'll do a broadcast from the hotel again, like I did last season.
Gary, go to the side of Clint.
All right, we're going to go green flag this time by. As Nathan brings them to the start-finish line. Start will be on green, waiting on that green flag. Oh, God. Green flag is out as Nathan and Connor Berry side by side through turns number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Connor trying to pinch Metoxin down. Metoxin gets that run down low. Out of turn number 4 as we got a little bit of contact towards the back of the pack. Side by side into turn number 1 and 2 for the lead. As there's, oh, little contact. Contact as Connor shoots up the track. So does Nick Nowak. That's going to give Metoxin the lead as Anthony gets into Connor. I think Connor actually got into him, but out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Anthony falling back in the pack as we have Nathan, Connor, Cody, Nick, and Anthony in our top 5. They are beating and banging further back. Here comes Cody up underneath Connor. Down into the turn. Got a battle for second. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes Nick to the outside of Cody. Maybe Cody might regret that decision, but he's going to push Nick up the track out of turn number 2. Side by side as Cody gets up underneath Connor. They make a little bit of contact. Out of turn number 4, we got a drag race down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, Metoxin out in front. He's got a comfortable lead as these two beat and bang.
Sorry about that, one breaker. Didn't mean to get into you. I tried to let off.
Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. I fixed it. I got rid of that message. Oh, Connor bounces off the wall down the front straightaway. Here comes Cody down to the inside. Connor up high, side by side for second. They can't seem to get, Nick can't seem to get away from these guys as they race side by side right behind him. Here comes Nick trying to look up underneath Anthony as they're still continue to be side by side for that second position. Here comes Connor trying to put the nose on the outside of Nathan. Nathan slides up to protect it as Anthony slides way out and Nick gets around him. I don't know if they make contact or not, but Connor Berry working up underneath Metoxin as they're door to door coming across the line this time by. Connor Berry had the lead that time by as Nathan drives down into the door of Berry. Through turns number 1 and 2, out of 2, give that second spot to Cody. Here comes Nathan as he bumps the back of Cody. There's a big checkup. Everybody trying to stay out of each other. Out of turn number 4, they hit the cone. So single file now for the front 3 as Nick up underneath JJ. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Nick, you're not clear. It's Bristol, baby. Here comes Nick digging back underneath JJ out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Heading into turn number 1 and 2. He's got Vandenbush all over his back bumper. I mean, Vandenbush is pushing him through the turn. Out of turn number 2, Vandenbush still on the back bumper bar of that 145 as they head through 3 and 4. Nick trying to clear that number 38. Can't quite do it as JJ gets the run on the outside. Here comes Clint in that number 2. Clint's going to try to slide to the outside of Vandenbush as Nick tries to get around the 38. Anthony went to the back in a hurry in that number 217. Back there with Franklin as it looks like Chris might be having issues here. He's just blinking, I think. As the top 3 are pulling away from the field. Hammer down, Cody. Cody working that second spot as Nathan tries to get up underneath them. Oh, they make contact. Out of turn number 4 as Nathan puts it into Cody's left rear. Down through turn number 1 and 2. Cody's going to get a nice little run off the turn. Looking for the lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. I don't even know anymore. Am I even right? Yep. Out of turn number 4. Single file, I think all the way through the field pretty much at this point. Got a battle back here between Gary and JJ. JJ's dropping like a rock in that number 38. Here comes Vandenbush looking up underneath Clint. Through the turn side by side. Are they going to make contact out of turn number 4? No, they keep it off each other. Down the front straightaway, heading into turn number 1 and 2. Taylor trying to dig down on the bottom side. Almost gets into Clint once again out of turn number 2. He's going to have to fall back in line. Back up to the front. Cody starting to put the pressure on. Connor. Oh, he almost killed him there coming out of 4. Here comes Nathan down to the inside. Nathan's going to send it down low. He gets around Cody for second. Can anybody get around that number 28? Down the back straightaway. Cody back down to the bottom. He's up underneath Nathan. Nathan up in the high lane. As they come off the turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Can anybody get to Connor Berry? Side by side for second. Here comes Cody back underneath. They make a little bit of contact. Coming out of turn number 2. Door to door, wheel to wheel for second as Connor Berry enjoys the lead. Contact Contact through the turn. That's going to shift Nathan up the track. Here comes Nick Nowak. We got a battle brewing. We got a battle brewing for the lead as everybody's starting to catch the leaders. James, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Down into the turn, we got Nick down low. Nathan up high, out of the turn. Side by side coming out across the line. We got 18 laps complete. Nick trying to clear that 19 as he's got Clint right behind him. Nathan has to figure out how to make that high side work or they're going to freight train him down low. Still door to door, wheel to wheel for that third position as Nick has gotten up next to the second place driver out of turn number 4, but not able to keep it down there. Down through turn number 1 and 2. 5 laps to go next time across the line. Single file for the front 4 as they're side by side. Do we have a wreck at the back of the pack? Austin having issues facing the wrong way. No caution flag. He pulls off the track as Connor continues to lead. Cody in second, Nick in third. Nick almost into the back of Cody. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Nathan up underneath Nick as they make a little bit of contact. They're going to be 3 wide for second. Not quite. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go as they're side by side for fourth.
You're going to be some other guy who just flipped it on the straightaway.
He's on the pit.
Down the back straightaway. We got more contact between Nathan and Vandenbush. Here comes Nick looking up underneath Cody. Can't do anything with it as we have 3 laps to go. 3 more laps to go. Can Cody catch our leader? Nick thinks he can. He's trying to work his way around as they're still side by side for fourth. Nick looking up underneath Cody as they come through the turn. We're going to have a battle for second as we come to the line for 2 laps to go. 2 more laps to go as we head down into turn number 1. Connor looking to have this one win. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Nobody seems to be close enough as there's contact at second place. Nick's going to send it in 3 and 4. Taylor gives him a push. Here comes Nathan back up in the mix. Out of turn number 4, 1 lap to go. 2 by 2 from second on back. Oh, Nathan shoves it down low. They're 3 wide back behind him. Oh, contact between Nathan and Clint. Clint gets himself up in the battle. Connor out front looking for that checkered flag. Nick gives Cody a little bump. Out of turn number 4. We're going to have a drag race for second on back. It's going to be Connor, Cody, Nick, Clint, Nathan, Taylor, and Jeff for the top 7. What a finish. What a race. What a race here. As Connor takes the victory, Cody second, Nick in third. Good battle between Nick and Cody there at the end. So I think that does definitely seal Taylor's championship. Let's go get ready for some interviews as these guys line it up. So, it's going to be close for that third because Austin was all the way at the back of the pack. Third, I'm not 100% about for the championship, but I believe, let me back this up a little bit so I can get these guys in the screen. All right, let's go. Let's go find Nick. Nick is also our second place in points. We'll figure out who finished third when I talk to him. Thank you, Uncle Kenny.
Hello?
Nick came to the booth, got a copy.
I do, sir. How are you, James?
Oh, I'm doing all right, man. What a race there between you and Cody at the end of that one. You got pushed back pretty early, had to work your way back up, man. That racing was absolutely intense.
Yeah, we were just talking on Discord too with all of us. Such an intense race because it's tough to pass there. You kind of have to not hit somebody out of the way, but you got to adjust them, move them a little bit, I guess you could say. It works really good if you go in like turns 1 and 3. Give them a little bump, push them a little high, and dive underneath them. It seems like what works the best. But tight, good racing, and it was a lot of fun, that's for sure.
How did Nathan not win this one then? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
That's awesome.
Man, so I'm assuming you pretty much clinched that second place in points here as you grabbed third here tonight. Did Clint or Austin get that third place in points? Because that was fairly close, and Austin didn't have a very good finish in the heat or.
I don't know. Anthony would know that better with the points and all that.
Yeah.
With our drop races, it's hard to keep track of that stuff.
Yeah.
Anthony's, I'm sure, working on it right now. So, yeah.
All right. So anyway, good race here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Absolutely. I want to thank you for broadcasting this all season. It's been awesome having you on board. These Pro 2 lights and the ovals have been a ton of fun, and I think produced some of the best racing our league has put out in a while. So it's great to have you on board broadcasting it. Everybody over at AMX iRacing, great bunch of guys here in iRacing. You want to say thank you to R&M Automotive for being the title sponsor, and Deadman Motorsports for being a hard charger sponsorship for the series. And always our other sponsors too: BGM Racing, James Racing, Just a Trim Lawn Service, CG Motorsports, Minden Tahoe Airport, and of course K&R Auto Body, a real life sponsor out of Lewistown, Montana.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Clint didn't get that third spot in points, he got the hard charger award, up 7 spots here tonight.
Yeah, and Taylor took an EOL tonight too, so it'll be close between them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right. Well, enjoy that third place, and I can't wait to see what we do next season.
Awesome. Take care, James. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, Cody. Cody with a K. You got a copy?
What's going on?
Man, good finish here tonight. Looked like for a little while there you had something for Connor. It looked like everybody was easy to pass as long as they weren't leading.
Yeah, I mean, the draft has a lot to play with that.
So at the end there, I mean, it was the three pulling away. It was you, Connor, and Nathan. You had to feel pretty good about that till you saw the rest of the field kind of reel you guys in.
Yeah, I just trying to search for a spot to get up in front of everybody is just hard, and then once everybody comes up behind you, it's just you're trying to lock your own position in and keep gaining on the guy in front of you.
Well, it's definitely a good way to close out the season. Maybe you guys do this next season. Might be a little bit more in there for you. It's got to make you feel good about what you might be able to do next season after finishing second here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I gotta say thank you to everybody that helps support me when I do all my racing stuff. You for broadcasting, Just a Trim Lawn Service, R&M Automotive, Deadman Motorsports, BGM Racing, CG Motorsports, Minden Tahoe Airport, James Racing.
Did I lose you?
Nope.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you just cut off or what. All right. Well, great run here tonight. Always good to watch you run. And I will catch you next time, whenever that is. I'm sure I'll see you in a Barbie car over on a wide open Wednesday or something here soon anyway.
Hey, we got to do something for F Friday, right?
You're right. Well, maybe not tonight. I don't have Max until late. So it won't be tonight. We might do something tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Enjoy. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring in Connor Berry. Man, you had to muscle your way to the lead there, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a pretty tough race. I knew that it would be tough to pass here just because the track is just so close and everyone can just like draft off of each other. So we were going to be close, and then Metoxid had the lead early in every run I would get. He would just fade up in front of me, whether he was clear or not. So I knew if I wanted to get past him now before I get past or get stomped out of the way, I needed to get to first quick, and I needed to make the pass stick, and that's what I did, because I knew if I could get the first, I had the speed, and I knew I had the speed to stay up front, and that's what I did.
Awesome run here. I mean, you always show, even in this oval stuff, you always show the skill level you have on dirt, and man, always fun to watch. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Sure, I want to give a big thanks to Jim Beaver Esports, CBR, General Tire, Next Level Racing, Vision Wheel, and Positive Energy.
Well, enjoy the victory. It's always a pleasure to watch you, and maybe I'll get to watch you a little bit more next season.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Later, bud. All right, so Connor with the victory here tonight, and I don't know what he's thinking, but Vandenbush ain't getting away without getting an interview.
We'll have all
I don't know why you're thinking you're not getting an interview, Mr. Champion.
I was in the middle of talking.
Yeah, I stole you. I'm in the middle of a broadcast.
Where am I going?
All right, man. What a run this season. You dominated the points. Man, you got to feel good about this Oval Series.
I love this oval series. To me, it's just so much fun. And I like these bigger, wide open tracks. They're more my style. Like I've been waiting for Bristol ever since we announced this schedule, and it was great. And just before the race, Jeff, he goes, "I challenge you to an EOL," and I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. And I think I got up to fourth before I kind of dropped back, trying to take some last minute risky shots there at Nick.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty crazy at the end there. It seemed difficult to pass. It's like the draft played such a role, but catching them and passing them are definitely two different things. It'll really give you the illusion of being faster than what you are sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Like during practice, we were hitting some real fast lap times. You just stay in a line on this track with these trucks, and you'll just freight trade. That's kind of what I think it was Nick, Clint, and I think Jeff or JJ was in there, and we were starting to lose the top three, so we just got in a line and charged right back up to the front.
Man, this season you're just on fire, and man, you might have to take the nickname Mr. More Consistent.
Mr. More Consistent. I like that. I gotta tell Nick that one.
You got a victory, a ton of top threes, 5 heat race wins, 109 laps led, 54 bonus points you racked up this season, man. If you wanted to plan a season other than maybe a couple extra wins, this is how you have to plan it.
Yeah, like you really don't need to win races to be good in our league. If you're up at the front, you're getting podiums, you're getting laps led, some heat wins, that'll do it. As you can see, I got one feature win this whole season in these trucks at the in the ovals. Rest of it was all heats and laps led.
And nobody was even close to you in the heat ones.
I know, it was crazy. I think the closest person was Connor, and
Well, Connor only got 2. So Connor got 2 heat wins. I mean, that's not counting tonight. Luke got 2 heat wins, and Austin got 2 heat wins. Everybody else that has a heat win only has 1, and you got 5. I mean, that says a lot about your consistency, especially in these. And look, Nick will be the first one to tell you about consistent, because how many times has he put himself in championship contention being consistent?
Yeah, and he actually has a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. But he always seems to be in contention for top 3 in every season, every series. And that's why he gets his nickname consistent.
For sure. Well, great season here tonight. I'm going to let you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors, and I'm going to close out the broadcast. Do we know who finished third, if it was Austin or Clint?
I think it was Austin. You'd have to ask Anthony, but I thought he said that he was getting a poster,
It,
but I don't remember.
it was really freaking close, I'll tell you that. It had to be after tonight.
Yeah, you would think so. But anyways, for the last and final time this season with MDI, of course, I want to thank you for broadcasting it. We look forward to next season with you. And also want to thank Just a Trim Lawn Service, R&M Dirt, Oval Series, Deadman Motorsports, BGM Racing, CG Motorsports, Minden Tahoe Airport, and James Racing.
Well, good run as always, and good season. And I'm going to go ahead and let you continue mid sentence back in the general chat.
I don't even remember what I was talking about anymore.
All right, buddy. Well, have a good night, and I appreciate the season.
All right, thank you.
Rob. All right, so Vandenbush with a good run this season. Let's go ahead and finish up tonight's results. With the win, we got Connor Berry, Cody in second, Nick in that third position, Clint McFadden in fourth, Nathan in fifth, Taylor in that sixth position, and our champion Jeff in seventh, JJ eighth, Gary in that ninth spot, Anthony 10th, Franklin 11th, Chris in 12th, and then we got a pair of Austins rounding out the field. Tonight was not the day to be Austin. But guys, as always, until next time, be safe. But guys, as always, until next time, be safe